Hey, we're Wretched from Charlotte, North Carolina, and you were watching
Metalstorm.net.
There we go.
Couple days into the months-long, almost Havoc tour. This is your third Colorado date. How has it been going so far?
Great start. It's been a really good start. It's only the third night, yeah, like you said, but the first 2 nights were really good. Denver was crazy last night. It was like, I think it was like almost a sellout.
Yeah,
Havoc's from there, so it was awesome. A lot of friends.
Havoc's stomping ground, so all the shows have been awesome so far.
So when you guys play at home, do you guys have reactions as your hometown gig like that too, as Havoc had last night?
It's been a while since we've actually played. Yeah, it's always lately it's been like hit or miss. I think it depends on what kind of package we're on. But I mean, there are always awesome shows in Charlotte, but yeah, it's always a little bit different. That whole pressure of the hometown thing, though, I think we're all a little bit more like
family and friends.
Yeah, family and friends, and it's like you're always trying to entertain and stuff, or trying at the same time to like host a kind of, but yet you have to be like warming up and stuff. So for me, I kind of prefer not to play hometown shows, but they're always fun. They're always good in Charlotte. It's pretty similar stuff.
Rockstar Mayhem, how excited are you for this one?
Very excited.
Very excited.
Super stoked.
It's probably the biggest tour we've ever done, so we're ready for it for sure.
Oh yeah, it'll be good exposure, and it's just so fun too. It's it's like a summer camp for adults. I was talking to Nick from Job for a Cowboy last night, and he was kind of giving me a 411 on a lot of stuff, and it just got me really excited. Yeah.
Well, this is how it was in prior years. I don't know if I'm pretty sure they still do it. Every night there was a different theme night, and each band has, so are you guys already thinking about what you might do, what kind of theme?
Trying to come up with some plans.
Yeah, we're kind of discussing. We don't have anything set right now, but yeah, there's definitely a few nights that I think we're hosting.
Probably be some Wizard staff involved. Are you
yeah.
With the beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you like stack them?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Oh, that's a great idea.
Maybe Edward 40 hands?
Maybe, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I like those.
You heard it here first.
Either way, we're getting hammered. So.
You guys are playing the Victory Records stage on Rockstar Mayhem, and you guys been with Victory Records since your first album. How important is the backing of a label like this for a band such as Wretched?
Well, I definitely don't think we would be here without them. That's for sure. So it's they're definitely getting our name out there, especially with they got us on Mayhem too. So that's like all them for that. And then I think when you're in a metal band, it's really tough to get your foot through that door, and they're definitely helping us get it there. And now it's balls in our court. We just gotta work our asses off. Yeah, it's going well.
They've definitely been doing a lot of promotion, free promotion, like samplers, and helping us out with music videos, and just a lot of media, which is really helpful because none of us know how to do that stuff.
Right. Of course, being in a band these days, unless you're huge, does not pay the bills. What does Wretched do when they are not on tour, day job wise?
I cook under a French master chef, actually, so that's my other passion, metal, food.
I deliver pizzas for Papa John's.
I teach music, and my brother has a self-serve frozen yogurt store in DC, so I help run that when I'm home. He's a farmer.
We're gonna hay farm and paint and do.
Obviously on the plant.
Yeah. So if you need hardwood flooring or painting done, call me. Area code 828. Never mind.
It's like, I don't know.
And Marshall, what does Marshall do?
He's the audio engineer.
Marshall's basically the only one that's like music full time around. He records bands when he's home from tour and stuff. So
He's not working.
He's got it right. No.
He actually can't be here because he's doing sound for Havoc. So.
Yeah.
Sound checking in there.
So he's working right now.
Okay, new album Cannibal, dropping next week. I want to say the 10th.
Tuesday the 10th. Yeah.
How many new songs will you play on this run and on Rockstar Mayhem?
A good bit. This run we're doing like 5.
We're doing 5 for this run.
Yeah.
Mayhem will probably be 2 since the sets are shorter, but we're definitely trying to throw a few in there. But yeah, like we're all so stoked on it. They're just such fun songs to play, so we put in a good amount. And I noticed too is the crowds like when I'm going to concerts and stuff and I see bands I love and they play new stuff, I'm always really interested to hear it, but it's hard to get into, because you don't know the songs.
Because you don't know the song, right?
But we've been getting a good response every night from them, and
Especially
that's a good sign because we all expect that people are going to kind of sit back on the new ones just to take it in. But yeah, everyone seems really stoked on it.
Okay. Son of Perdition was Adam's first album with you guys. It was kind of, I'm going to say rushed in a broad term now, was recorded very quick. Now with this new album, did you have more time to get more into the groove, have a different approach on the whole album?
Yeah, I think we had a lot more time this time to
absolutely
plan out, make a game plan for what we wanted to do. I think it comes across on the album. You can hear, a little progression from Son of Perdition to Cannibal.
And how about your vocal approach to the album? Was it different, better? Did it matter?
It was a little more free. Like, I had Joel there the whole time, who was really helpful with patterns and timing and phrasing. The last album, I did a lot of the stuff on my own, and then John Vale would come in and help play some stuff. But this time it was more of a group effort. It wasn't, individualized.
We actually engineered the album ourselves. Marshall engineered the whole thing, and then, so we really had the freedom to sit there and perfect everything that we wanted to do. And it was awesome because we had to be really brutally honest with, what we did and didn't like, which was really stressful, but it turned out awesome.
Now I assume you and Steven are the main songwriters. At what point do the others give their 2 cents to it?
So we started writing Cannibal probably 10 months before we actually went in for pre-production. So a lot of it was already written out, as far as riffs go. And then we kind of got together for the pre-production. We were together for 6 weeks, I think, for pre-pro before actually recording. And that's when everybody kind of starts. We've got these skeletons of songs that we've had for long periods of times. Then we'll sit down with Andrew and just kind of start knocking it out, just really comes together.
Just see what happens. I think that's so much nicer. There's like I feel like in metal at least, there's like 2 main ways to write. There's like the guys who record and write as they go on a laptop and stuff, and then there's like jamming stuff out, and this is a little bit of both though. Not really laptop stuff, but you guys have the skeletons, and then we just kind of get together and just jam them. And I think that's easier for me, at least, when you get together, actually jam something rather than me just like trying to figure out parts at home. And
There's a lot of
apply them.
As Jason put it, laptop bands
out these days.
Pro Tools.
Yep.
They make their songs before they ever even attempt to play them, kind of.
Yeah, but it's like so cookie cutter. So I think you can hear on our albums at least, it's a little.
Chemistry.
I think the chemistry is good.
Definitely
the flow is nicer.
more raw,
Yeah, a little bit more raw. Yeah.
And then there are 2 more questions for you guys than for Joel. Since this was the first album where he was back, was it kind of like an old shoe that fits just right and kind of gave you guys a new revitalization as a band?
I mean, it definitely sucks that we had to go back to Joel. No, it was definitely like right off the bat, everything was good, and we like me and Adam, we weren't in a band with Joel, but we knew Joel really well just from playing with this other band, Will Ford, and stuff, and just hanging out with Wretched in general. So we all knew each other pretty well. Going into it, just worked. I could definitely tell it clicked right off the bat.
Yeah, it's very comfortable.
Now the new album, I'm going to say, has more oomph, for a lack of better words.
We'll take
like
it.
Was that planned, or did it just work out that way?
I got this in another interview recently, and the only thing that I can think that we kind of made a conscious effort to do with this album, as far as writing goes, is just groove out a little bit more. Just have something that you can just bob your head to. There's so many like awesome death metal bands that just really pull off that groovy feel, like Decapitated, Dying Fetus is just really groovy stuff. And I feel like, me personally, I've always just kind of lacked in that regard. So that was one thing that I consciously made an effort to throw into this album for sure.
So now that you came back, you wanted to prove yourself as a musician as well, that you say, okay, let's maybe take that other step, let's take the more groovier stuff.
Oriented stuff. Yeah.
Or just include everything. I think.
Yeah, just try and do something different. You know, not to do it different, but just trying to get outside your box and just be as creative as possible. I think that was just kind of an offspring of that sort of theory or something, maybe.
We recently did a tour with Dying Fetus, and I think all of us have been listening to Dying Fetus.
Yeah, but you cannot say that Dying Fetus is groovy, you know?
Oh, they have so many groovy parts. It's not all groovy.
They have like a bouncy feel to them.
Yeah.
Like so,
Slam.
but so it's like a different type of groovy type thing, but
I think that definitely influenced us on this album.
Now, you guys always had instrumental tracks on your album. I think on the last album, maybe a little bit more than the usual. But on this one also you have. Is that something that you just started and say, shit, I don't have no lyrics for that song, let's have an instrumental, or?
No, that just happened with the first album that we did with the Exodus of Autonomy. We kind of just decided to throw, like, we had all of the songs ready to go, and we just wanted to, like, go crazy with the song, and we loved it, and the fans loved it, and it's just something that's kind of stuck, and it's one of our staples, so we're just going to keep doing it. It's really fun to just explore, yeah, think outside the box, and just do whatever the hell you feel like doing. So.
Cool. Now, Stephen, since you and Marshall been in the longest in the band, do you see a change of your sound over the years from when you started in the high school cover band type thing, what you are now?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've found our sound, over the years, just kind of matured over the years with each album, and kind of found our identity, I guess you could say, like our sound, our sound. Like, this lineup, Andrew and Adam, they've been with us for 3 or 4 years now, and everything just works just right now. It's awesome.
Cool. And you already answered that you had riffs left over that you maybe recycled or refreshed. Is that something that you have after each album, that you have some passages that are like, nah, I might not feel it with this album, but let's keep it in the background for the next one? Is that a regular occurrence?
Oh yeah, there's always leftover.
I always hear you guys have certain riffs. Like even on Son of Perdition, that instrumental, I heard you playing that riff since I first met you.
Yeah, some stuff sits around for years, and it gets used eventually, and some just doesn't end up getting used. But there's always riffs left over and ideas.
Cool.
There's a couple riffs that didn't make this last album, Cannibal, that were pretty cool, like the Circus song. There's some really cool stuff. Then other ones we split and just couldn't figure it out, and so we just took it apart and put other songs together and made one song out of 2 and stuff. So stuff gets left over and whatnot. But
it's like surgery.
Yeah.
So Havoc Tour, Rockstar Mayhem Festival, what's next after that?
I think we're planning to get over to Europe finally. That's pretty much the first thing on the agenda.
It's the big one, for sure.
Yeah, across the seas, get out of the continent.
So we're just working on that right now. And, but yeah, I think our goal in general is just stay out. Let's promote this album. Let's tour the world. Tour as long as we can until the next album. Yeah, so we'll definitely be out.
Last words to your fans?
Check out Cannibal, June 10th. We'll be on tour with Havoc in Canada, and then Mayhem Fest right when we come back. See us live.
Come hang out too.
Yeah,
we're always trying to meet our fans. And, and maybe we could throw you on the guest list or something if you bring some beer and weed.
It's a possibility.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you.